Call it urban renewal, call it a sense of community spirit, but Brattleboro's Boys and Girls Club, a building on Flat Street which at times has been an auto dealership, a parking garage, and even a nightclub, is undergoing a facelift this weekend, thanks to the efforts of Entergy Vermont Yankee employees.
Today we're helping out the Boys and Girls Club down here. We saw actually earlier discussions with the people that work here, and they were in need of a little facelift out front and really a complete refinish of the side of the building here.
We're taking on the west side of the building, re-insulating it, bringing it up to fire code. And in the front of the building, we're fixing all the rotted wood, re-preparing it for the boys and girls to paint in the spring. Any windows and doors, we're getting them all fixed up, and we're correcting all the brickwork.
Brian Teets and I suggested, well, Mike, we need a community service project. They do one every year. They've done a playground in Hinsdale, a playground in Dummerston, I believe. And Brian said, Mike, this could be a great community service project. Mike, being an alum from a Boys and Girls program, fell in love with the idea.
We've used GPI Construction as a main partner with me. Supporting us on the electrical side is Tyler Electric. We also have Renault Brothers, who have supplied some equipment. Perkins Lumber has been tremendous. They're supplying all the material at cost. Those are a lot of the people that have really come out and been a big part of this.
Well, we've got people signed up over the next 3 days, working 2 shifts a day. People were here at 6 o'clock this morning, getting instructions and a safety brief, and then we're off to work.
It's the first impression that we make when they're walking up the street to the building, and it just didn't look good. So now we'll have a really good first impression, so when people come in, they're going to feel okay about leaving their kid there with us, having their kid come spend time with us. I mean, once they get in the door, they feel that usually, and they meet the staff and they see what's going on. But the first impression is a hard thing to get by sometimes. And they were going to start with just doing the west wall, just where that other building was attached to us, and do kind of a minimal little project. And then that little minimal project grew on the west wall to be more of the west wall, which they were totally happy to do. And then they said, well, while we're here, the front of the building, it needs some work. So they're doing the front of the building too. In the entire front of the building, they're scraping paint and replacing rotted wood and fixing some doors that weren't hung very well. And they're gonna prime the whole thing after it's all washed and cleaned. And then in the spring, the kids will put the final coat of paint on in the kid fun colors that on top of the primer, and it's gonna be a wonderful thing.
This means a tremendous amount to the Boys and Girls Club. And not only is it a facelift, but it really puts the Boys and Girls Club in a position of being more proud of itself. This is a real improvement, not only for the Boys and Girls Club, but for Flat Street as well. 1,100 club members needing a place to go, needing a safe place to go, and now they have a place that not only is safe, but it looks safe as well. I think this is great for the whole town. The whole community is benefiting from this. It's improving everything that Brattleboro wants for itself, beginning with a safe place for kids and being an attractive place.
So on another gray and cloudy day, the Great Wall of Brattleboro looks a lot better. The future, thanks to some volunteer support, is similarly brighter for the Brattleboro Boys and Girls Club. I'm Tim Johnson.